Hello, future investors, and welcome back to another weekly episode. I've just come back from a day out where I went to Silverstone in the United Kingdom for a car event called Japfest. I'm a bit of a petrol head in the meantime when I'm not doing precious metals, but it means I've had a very, very hectic weekend, and it hasn't allowed me an awful lot of time to reply to comments and film some content. So I thought, I've just got home and I had a bit of precious metals on me, so I thought I'd chat to you about some investments I've actually made this weekend while I wasn't creating content. So first of all, I hope you're all doing well and investing and stacking away, because I think now is a very, very good time to be a precious metals stacker. Now, what did I invest in this weekend? Well, with a little bit of a help from a friend of mine, I have now invested in the S&P 500. Now, I won't go into crazy detail because I would like to do an actual individual video on this, on how to do it, and the real details and parameters about investing in the S&P 500. But essentially, as you know, I'm an investor in precious metals. I'm a stacker, and I wanted to diversify my portfolio, but I wanted to do it in, again, another investment vehicle that isn't particularly risky, that I felt could be probably a safe but long-term plan that would benefit me as an investor. And that turned out to be the S&P 500. It's a great investment vehicle because basically it's 500 companies in America, that's the top 500 companies, and basically you invest as much as you want or as little as you want into that portfolio, and it automatically spreads that investment out for you across those 500 companies. And it's really good for an investor who wants to be sort of hands off when it comes to investing in stocks and shares. You can kind of just invest your money, and the system works for you. It just separates your money and puts it where it needs to go, and hopefully it gives you a good return. The average rate of return on the S&P 500 on the yearly yield is around 14%. So it's actually quite good, because normally investors would class anything from 10% upwards a good investment, whereas this S&P 500 has an average yearly yield of around 14%. Now, I've decided to do a long-term investment plan on this, like precious metals, because I think it's the good way to go with investing. I'm not particularly a short-term investor. I'm definitely a long-term investor. And I'm going to invest not a ridiculous amount of money, but a nice little amount each month. And over a 20-year period, that should net me a very, very good yield, according to the estimation of the average sort of yield that comes in per year. Now, of course, investing in any stocks and shares is a risk, and your capital is always at risk. You could potentially lose it all. That comes with investing. You could even say that with gold and silver. It could be a risk that, maybe you could lose your investment. God forbid something was to happen to the precious metals market. Yeah, you could potentially lose money. So I'm not too worried about that, because I've done my research, and I've done a lot of research. I've spoken to a lot of people who are clever in this sort of investing sector of the stocks and shares market. Well, actually, I say a lot of people. I've spoken to one person who is very, very up to date with their investments on stocks and shares. So thank you to that person for your help. But I'm very, very pleased to have another diversification in my investment portfolio. My first and foremost investment vehicle is gold and silver, especially gold right now. Doing some nice purchases at the moment and really building up that stack, which I'm very, very happy about. But I'm always keen to have my eyes open for another investment vehicle, because I just like having a good diversification. And I've been aware for a little while that my diversification of my portfolio wasn't good enough. So by opening up this trading account in the S&P 500, which is a very hands-off investment vehicle, it's perfect for me, as I don't want to get too involved with it. I just want to invest money into an asset that I believe is a relatively low risk, but has a relatively high chance of yielding me a better than average return. And with the S&P 500, I think that is the case. But I'm going to do a good breakdown video on that in the future, because I think some of you would like to know. And when I was doing some research, there wasn't too many videos from precious metals creators talking about the S&P 500. So yeah, overall, that is that. But I've had a great weekend, very busy, and I hope you're all doing well and had a lovely weekend. And maybe you've made some investments over the weekend or planning to soon, being the end of the month when a lot of people get paid. But happy stacking, and thank you for watching. Just a little bit of a short episode today, but I wanted to give you that update, and I hope you've enjoyed this content. Thank you very much for watching. As always, I'll see you in the very next episode. Bye-bye, guys.